We believe education should be a right, not a privilege. Although most students in America have access to basic education, the current education system is not equitable, giving lower income communities a lesser chance at a quality education than other groups. CEO Lawrence Wagner founded by Spark Mindset to mitigate the issue of poverty in low income communities by affording cybersecurity learning programs and jobs with sustainable wages. Our job as Spark's consulting team was to suggest two independent distributors for Spark Mindset to consider in distributing their software based on financial attractiveness, brand visibility and credibility, and alignment with Spark's social mission and target market. Hi, we're MLB9, a consulting team for Spark Mindset. My name is Anjali Mehta.
I'm Sophia Glardy.
I'm Charlie Tao.
I'm Max Tramentine.
And I'm Trent Miller.
And we're looking forward to sharing our findings with you. Our recommendation for a distributor for Spark Mindset would be Odysseyware or the Urban Assembly. Odysseyware reaches the ideal target market with the ability to distribute to both students and adults. Strong financial attractiveness with contribution margins higher than other channels, and has a great fit with the social mission as they work to improve students' lives inside and outside the classroom. However, it is important to note that they lack a specific focus on the marginal groups that Spark values. Moving on to the Urban Assembly, they also align with the target market as they primarily serve disadvantaged students. However, they do not distribute to both the student and the adult segment. The Urban Assembly also has an impressive contribution margin, making it very financially attractive. Lastly, they have a very strong fit with the social mission as I mentioned before, they do work on helping marginalized groups. Now we'll hear from Charlie on our first factor, target market, and our second factor, brand visibility and credibility.
Thank you, Anjali, for the wonderful introduction. To grasp the target market, we first have to understand what Spark Mindset's mission is as a brand. Their mission is to provide low-cost education to underprivileged communities. With that in mind, we can look at the target market and start to see what each of these distribution channels will offer. Starting with the weaker options first, the Colorado Workforce Department does not offer a program for high school kids, making it hard to recommend for Spark's target market, so we assigned it a yellow color. While the Florida Department of Education would target these high school age kids, it does not focus on underprivileged communities, which is why we denoted it as a yellow fit as well. Finally, for the moderate fits, Pearson comes in at a yellow because while it is an awesome tool for education broadly, it is not focused at disadvantaged kids at a low cost. For our recommendations, they both scored very well on fit with the target market because each focuses on delivering low-cost education to underprivileged communities, which is exactly what Spark Mindset aims to provide with their services. Moving on to brand visibility and credibility, I'll circle around to the Urban Assembly later, but I will first start with the other top scorer in this category, the Florida Department of Education. It is very credible in that it is a government body sponsoring Spark's program and will also market it as such. On the poorer scoring side of brand visibility and credibility is the CWDC and Pearson because they will not show the classes as being from Spark's business and will instead use them as their own. Odysseyware will give Spark a wide breadth of reach and also comes with high brand credibility as a company that strives for accessible and credible content, so much so that they were a finalist for the EdTech Award in 2019. The Urban Assembly is a fantastic brand that is known for providing education to disadvantaged kids and will allow Spark to grow its image in this sector. Next, I will pass it off to Max to run through each channel's brand fit with Spark's social mission.
Thank you, Charlie. Now, with a better understanding of Spark's mindset values, we may now examine how we made our choices. Our team wanted to choose companies that align with Spark's overall social mission. So in choosing which companies to partner with, some of our major considerations included, is this profit or nonprofit organization? Are the courses accessible for children and adults? And are there cybersecurity classes offered? We ranked our options according to this criteria, as emphasized on the image on screen, and our choices were circled. Looking at Odysseyware, they have a very large social impact with more than 300 online courses for students and adults, and courses offered in more than 20,000 schools, and they are used in 20 of 25 of the largest school districts. Furthermore, they address students' needs both inside and outside of the classroom, with 80% of the schools that use Odysseyware using it for makeup courses and career and technical education. Looking at some of the trade-offs here, as it did score low, it is a for-profit organization that does not contain any cybersecurity courses. Furthermore, it does not place a heavy focus on assisting the marginalized groups that Spark aims to help. Rather, OdysseyWare has no target market and wishes to provide education for all those who can access it. Looking at our top scorer, the Urban Assembly is a nonprofit organization that focuses on improving students' economic mobility, social mobility, and the betterment of overall public education. They further boast that 100% of the students are considered disadvantaged students, and they have the ability to take courses designed by a cybersecurity consulting firm and earn a professional certificate in cybersecurity. Looking at some of the cons here, the only major standout is that they do not offer adult classes. Now, Trip and Sophia will explain in more detail how we came to our conclusion by explaining the financial attractiveness of our choices.
Thank you, Max. To maintain a social enterprise like Spark Mindset, profitability is crucial, and OdysseyWare and the Urban Assembly stand out for their financial attractiveness. Let's first delve into the financial attractiveness of other partners beyond our recommendations. Starting with Pearson. While it is a well-established educational partner, the data shows that it offers a slim contribution margin of only $5 for the student program. This suggests that partnering with Pearson may not provide the desired financial returns for Spark Mindset, especially when compared to other options. Moving on to the Florida Department of Education, FDOE, the data indicates poor returns with a negative contribution margin. This suggests that the FDOE may not be the most financially viable channel partner for Spark Mindset. Despite its potential reach, the financial benefits of partnering with the FDOE may not align with Spark Mindset's objectives. The Colorado Workforce Program presents an interesting case, with a massive contribution margin of $3,125 for its adult program. However, it is important to note that the program may not be suitable fit for Spark Mindset's target market. In contrast to these other channels, the Urban Assembly stands out with its 100% profit margin for the student program and a $340 contribution margin. This indicates financial viability and offers a unique opportunity for Spark Mindset to make a meaningful impact while also driving financial growth. Despite the Urban Assembly's limitation of a no adult program, their strong alignment with Spark Mindset and its impressive financial metrics make it a compelling channel partner. Now, Trip will delve more into the OdysseyWare.
Thank you for the valuable information, Sophia. I'm now going to highlight the financial benefits of working with OdysseyWare as a channel partner for Spark Mindset. OdysseyWare offers both student and adult programs, presenting an opportunity for potential partners to leverage their platform into Spark Mindset's target market. I'm going to provide a financial analysis focusing on the viability of partnering with OdysseyWare, particularly in terms of revenue generation and cost management. On the slide, you can see the data from revenue, costs, and contribution margin in dollars for both the student and adult programs that OdysseyWare offers. The contribution margin ratio is 3.4% for the student program, and while this may seem relatively low, there is still a positive margin indicating a potential for profitability. On the other hand, for the adult programs, OdysseyWare boasts a contribution margin ratio of 78.46%, which signifies a substantial potential for profitability. OdysseyWare's strengths lie in the revenue streams. By having two different programs, Spark would be able to diversify the sources of revenue from two markets that, as Charlie mentioned earlier, fit the brand moderately well. With an increasing need for online education solutions, specifically within the cybersecurity industry, OdysseyWare presents a timely opportunity for financial partnerships. A weakness of OdysseyWare would be that the main source of revenue would be coming from the adult program by a 75.1% difference in contribution margins between both programs. This does not mean that the student program will not be profitable, but that program specifically would be more of a long-term investment. Partnering with OdysseyWare while heavily focusing on the adult program presents a promising opportunity for the revenue generation. By strategically leveraging their platform and addressing their weaknesses, Spark Mindset can capitalize on growing demand for online education solutions while maximizing profitability. However, careful planning and collaboration are essential to navigate the competitive landscape efficiently. And now here's Anjali to wrap up the presentation.
Thanks, Trip. Through this presentation, we heard from Charlie on target market and brand visibility, Max on social mission, and Sophia on Trip on the financial attractiveness. Our team can confidently recommend the Urban Assembly and OdysseyWare due to both distributors' high contribution margins, promising brand credibility and visibility and alignment with Spark's social mission, as well as the Urban Assembly's focus on serving marginalized groups and Odyssey Ware's ability to distribute to both the student and adult segment. Thank you for your time.